So I'm going to get us started by telling you about a research project called Keep Farming Northampton. Got 5 minutes, right? Yep. So this project began in November of 2010, and it has been a collaborative effort between faculty and students at Smith College, community volunteers, and the city's Agricultural Commission. We've been collecting information on Northampton's food and agriculture system as a basis for designing policies to support our farms and increase farm consumer linkages. The project has followed the Keep Farming blueprint designed by the nonprofit Glenwood Center of New York. It's laid out in this wonderful workbook that we've used. And Glenwood representatives have worked with us throughout the project. And there are brochures from Glenwood on the display table that provide more information about this model. So the first stage of the project was to collect information on existing agricultural land use practices in Northampton. The Agricultural Economics Assessment Team included Professor Emeritus Fran Volkman of Smith College. Fran is over here. Myself, I'm a professor of economics at Smith. A number of community volunteers, and one of the agricultural commissioners also worked with us. And we began by going through city property records to try to identify farmland and farmers in the city. And we put together a map showing the farms that we found, and that's it in the bottom of the slide there. And there's also a map on the wall over there, which identifies the farms in the city of Northampton. About 18% of the land in Northampton is used for agricultural use. And we then invited the farmers that we had found to a forum in January of last year to explain what we were doing, and followed up by sending them a farmer survey with questions about their farm practices, the inputs, the products, etc. And 20 out of 26 farmers responded, which is a pretty good response rate. We put all that information together in a report that we presented to the city's Agricultural Commission last November, and then to the farmers at another farmer forum this February. And a summary of the report on Northampton farming is available on the display table. And there's also a link to the full report, which is available now on the city's website. And through this research, the Agricultural Commission now has a much better idea of what land is being used for farming, what's being produced and how, where it's being sold, and what problems face our farmers. And the commissioners have already started to work to address some of the problems that our farmers are facing. In the second stage of the project began last summer with the local food assessment team. They're collecting information from residents and from local food providers to see what local food is available and how that can be increased. Professor Volkman is again involved in this research, and 5 student interns worked on the project for credit last semester at Smith College. The students were involved in the design and implementation of a consumer survey and in processing and analyzing the responses that we got from over 500 city residents. That information is in the final stages of analysis, and surveys of food distributors and food providers are now being developed. So taken together, these research efforts are providing the city of Northampton with information it can use to develop policies that can support our local agriculture and its ability to feed our community. Thank you.